Join our family of creators. Your support means the world to us. Subscribe now to the Content Creator channel. Your support keeps us motivated and helps us bring you fresh, exciting content every week. Hit that subscribe button and be part of our journey. Two of the most powerful men in America are now in a public fight: President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk. Their conflict is more than personal. It's a battle over the future of American politics, business, and technology. This feud highlights a deep national divide about who should shape America's future, the elected leader or the tech visionary. The choices these men make ripple through everything from our cars to our social media. Their fight could reshape the Republican Party, change laws, and impact the economy. Once allies, Musk and Trump are now trading public insults and threats, sending shockwaves through Washington and Wall Street. What caused this dramatic split? Their relationship was always complex, built on shared goals but also competing ambitions. In this report, we'll explore how their alliance began, what ended it, and the consequences for their companies and the country. Will they reconcile, or will their rivalry create something entirely new in American politics? The stakes are high, and the world is watching. This is a story about power, ego, and the path America will take. Understanding this conflict helps us see the forces pulling the country in different directions. The outcome remains uncertain. This is a defining moment for America. Before the feud, Trump and Musk formed a surprising partnership. Trump, the populist president, and Musk, the tech titan, found common ground. Musk became a vocal supporter of Trump in the 2024 election, using his platform X to amplify Trump's message and criticize government overreach. Musk contributed over $250 million to Trump's campaign, helping secure victory. In return, Trump appointed Musk to lead the new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, tasked with cutting waste and streamlining federal agencies. Their alliance merged MAGA energy with Silicon Valley innovation, promising to modernize government and boost the economy. Supporters hoped this partnership would solve big problems and push American innovation forward. Trump praised Musk as a genius and patriot. Musk spoke of using technology to fix bureaucracy. But even in this honeymoon period, tensions simmered. Musk's libertarian ideals clashed with Trump's willingness to use government power. Their philosophies were fundamentally different. While they agreed on some issues, their visions for government diverged. This underlying tension set the stage for conflict. The alliance was powerful but fragile. It would soon explode into rivalry. The alliance ended abruptly in June 2025 with the signing of the One Big Beautiful Bill. Trump celebrated the $4 trillion package as a major achievement: tax cuts, new spending, and infrastructure. Musk, as head of DOGE, was supposed to cut spending, not increase it. He publicly attacked the bill on X, calling it a disgusting abomination that would saddle future generations with debt. The bill also slashed federal tax credits for electric vehicles, directly hurting Tesla. Musk saw this as both a fiscal disaster and a personal betrayal. He resigned from DOGE and denounced Trump's policy, turning their partnership into open war. Trump, who demands loyalty, could not ignore Musk's public challenge. The man he once called a genius was now an enemy. The split was swift and severe. The stage was set for a major confrontation. Neither Trump nor Musk is known for backing down. The battle lines were drawn. The feud quickly escalated from policy disagreement to personal attacks and threats. Trump threatened to review and cancel government contracts vital to Musk's companies, including NASA and defense deals. He hinted Musk could be blocked from national security projects. Musk fired back on X, even posting a now-deleted message linking Trump to the Epstein files, an explosive accusation. He also threatened to support candidates against Trump loyalists, aiming to disrupt Trump's political base. The insults grew sharper. Trump called Musk the man who has lost his mind and threatened to sell his Tesla. The White House tried to downplay the feud, but tensions only grew. Even Musk's father urged him to stop, warning Trump held the real power. The war of words had real consequences. Musk briefly threatened to decommission the Dragon spacecraft, essential for NASA missions, causing panic before reversing course. The feud was no longer just talk, it threatened America's space infrastructure. The conflict was now dangerous and unpredictable. The stakes had never been higher. The fight was spilling into critical national interests. America watched as the drama intensified. The public feud sent shockwaves through financial markets. Tesla's stock plunged 14% after Trump threatened government contracts and subsidies, wiping out billions in value. The fallout hurt not just investors, but regular Americans with retirement savings tied to Tesla. The conflict cast a shadow over the entire tech and space industries, making business leaders wary of crossing the president. Political risk now threatened investment, jobs, and innovation. Hedge fund managers and financial leaders called for a truce, warning the feud was bad for business and the country. Elon Musk responded positively to calls for peace, but the core disagreement remained. The markets watched nervously, knowing another tweet or threat could trigger more chaos. The fight was no longer just political, it was economic. The uncertainty was costing real money and real jobs. The stakes extended far beyond the two men. The Trump-Musk feud exposed a deep split in the Republican Party. On one side, MAGA loyalists, devoted to Trump and his populist nationalist agenda. On the other, a tech-focused libertarian wing inspired by Musk's vision of innovation and free markets. MAGA supporters saw Musk's criticism as betrayal. Musk's backers feared Trump's big spending and heavy-handed tactics. Republican politicians were caught in the middle, forced to choose between Trump's base and Musk's influence. The split made it hard for the party to unite on issues like tech regulation and government spending. The feud forced a reckoning. What does it mean to be a Republican in the 21st century? The party's future direction was suddenly in question. The division was real and growing. The Republican identity crisis was now front and center. Amid the chaos, Vice President J.D. Vance emerged as a possible peacemaker. Loyal to Trump but with a tech background, Vance had credibility with both camps. He called for calm and reconciliation, stressing the need for both strong leadership and bold innovation. Vance positioned himself as a unifier, not a fighter. If he could broker peace, it would be a major political win, potentially making him a strong 2028 presidential contender. But the risks were high. Failure could alienate both Trump and Musk. Vance walked a fine line, his every move watched closely. His actions could shape not just the outcome of this feud, but the future of the Republican Party. The vice president's political skill was being tested. Whether he succeeds or fails, Vance is now a central figure in this drama. The stakes for his own future are enormous. The country is watching to see if he can bridge the divide. The next moves could define his legacy. How will this high-stakes conflict end? One possibility, a fragile truce, pressured by business leaders and politicians worried about market chaos and party splits. A phone call between Trump and Musk could be the first step toward peace. Another scenario, a prolonged war, with Trump using government power to crush Musk, leading to legal battles and policy paralysis. This could stall progress in space, electric vehicles, and national defense. A third option, Musk launches a new centrist America party, aiming to attract voters tired of extremes. With his fortune and social media reach, Musk could disrupt the 2026 and 2028 elections. Or the feud could simply fade as new crises emerge, but the underlying tensions would remain. The conflict has exposed a deep crack in America's political and economic landscape. Even if the public fight ends, the division between populist politics and tech-driven innovation will shape the future. The outcome will have lasting consequences. America's direction hangs in the balance. The nation waits for the next move. The Trump-Musk feud is more than a clash of egos. It's a mirror of America's deepest divisions. It forces us to ask, who should lead us into the future? A populist president or a tech visionary? The outcome will shape our economy, technology, and political system for years. A truce may bring stability, but the underlying conflict between nationalism and tech libertarianism will persist. If the war continues, it could fracture the Republican Party and paralyze the country. A third party could reshape the political map, though it's a long shot. For everyday Americans, the consequences are real, affecting jobs, savings, and the nation's direction. Vice President Vance may emerge as a key figure, navigating this crisis and shaping the party's future. America's strength has always been its ability to manage deep disagreements and move forward. This crisis could force a necessary debate about the balance of power between government and technology. The best outcome, clearer rules and a better balance, so no single person holds too much power. America stands at a crossroads. The path chosen now will define the nation for generations.